Crawford is the fight. Crawford is a fight. It's a fight. You know, I'll take that. Ooh, what are we looking at? I done broke the dang machine. It can't even calculate how long your boy been riding. I don't even got numbers no more. What's that? Come on now. I don't even got numbers no more. Come on. I've been on here for infinity. Woo. All right, I'm gonna slow it down. It was supposed to be my cool down anyways. I'm just hype. Kell Brook, Thurman, war. All right. Send the contract. You know me. Send the contract. I signed the dotted line. Always looking for a good fight. But I thought Crawford getting that boy. Let's see what happens to Crawford and Kell Brook. That's a nice matchup. Let's see what happens to them boys. Kell Brook crashes. He crashes Keith live. Boy, please. All he got is a 1 and a 2. He got a 1 and a 2. That's all he got, man. I like him, though. He always been nice with it. I just want to see how he performs. You know, I don't leave him out of any fight. You know, he's a good fighter. I don't really leave him out of any fight, but, you know. He's had a lot broken all up in his face. I don't know how he's going to feel when he be getting hit again. I ain't seen him fight a good fighter in a minute. Now he's supposed to be fighting Crawford. You know what I'm saying? Shoot, I would have fought Crawford. Just not for that little check. Not for that little check. They better show me some respect.
There's also the Crawford-Kell Brook fight. Seeing that people were saying that this is Crawford's best fight at 147. Kell Brook coming down back from 147, 154 down. Do you have a winner in that fight? And
I have Crawford. It might be actually that's an interesting fight because you got Kell Brook, who's a good boxer. He's a big guy. He's a 54-pounder, right?
Yeah. Well, he started at 147, got the title, went to 154. Yeah. And then came down, and then when he fought Spence, you know, they're both pretty big from what people say. And
that's an interesting fight. But I have Crawford. He's probably going to turn left. He's probably going to be switching throughout the fight, the righty, lefty, boxing the shit out of him, picking his shots. He's way fast. They're both fast fighters. They both have good speed, good boxers. I think Crawford has upper edge because he could go from lefty to righty.
Do you think this is Crawford's toughest fight?
Yeah, I think it is his toughest fight because, I mean, Kell Brook, he's a good boxer, and he gave Triple G a run for his money, and then he gave Earl Spence a run for his money.
Mm-hmm. Terence Crawford goes out there, and he's not trying to get hit. He's trying to go out there and be dominant. But it's a fight every time. He's going out there, you know, sticking his tongue out and beating guys down. And if he gets touched here and there, he's not worried about it. And that's
how you think his fight goes to Saturday.
Yeah, Terence, man. Terence Crawford, I think he's going to win against Kell Brook, probably in pretty dominant fashion. I think Kell Brook's probably a little bit, maybe a little bit past it to be getting there with somebody as hungry as Terence Crawford. So we'll see what happens. We'll see if the guy that shows up that fought Errol Spence shows up, because if he does, then it'll be a really good fight. It'll be a really good fight. But I just don't know what Kell Brook if he's still at that point that he used to be. But if he's not, then I think Terence will stop him late. And if he is, then it could be a really good fight. But I still think Terence probably stops him.
Crawford versus Brook. Your boy Terence Crawford, the man who taught you so much in this sport. Is he gonna make easy work of Kell Brook?
Yeah, I see like a 7th round stoppage, and if not, I see him beating the shit out of Kell Brook for as the rounds go on. Early rounds it might be a good little fight, but as the rounds go on, Terence got dog in it. Like you gonna have to kill Terence to even be able to beat Terence. Then I just don't see nobody doing that. Like he got a killer mentality, real killer right there. Like.
How much you think Brook got left?
I don't think nobody should sleep on Kell Brook. I think that Kell Brook is a good boxer. we forget that Kell Brook was the one that beat Sean Porter, and he actually made real easy work of Sean Porter.
He's the only one who beat him without controversy.
Yeah, with not a hard time. So I don't think people should sleep on Kell Brook. I think Kell Brook is a good fighter. We gotta wait to see what happens Saturday. I remember one round with my boy Bud.
Yeah, I remember Bud saying to us though, like, man, I've been trying to please the fans too much, you know, letting those exchanges happen. You think he's gonna go back to just straight hit and not get hit, or nah, he's coming to get something. He wants to get Brook out of there.
I mean, it's certain styles like probably like with the Mean Machine, Bud probably could have boxed some more. He ain't have to go in there and take as much punishment. And when you got somebody like Kell Brook, sometimes he's a real good boxer. You're gonna have to force a fight. You might have to force a fight. So if you do take a couple of shots, you just gotta be able to take them and be able to really dish it out. Like you seen with Errol Spence. Errol Spence got hit a good amount in the Kell Brook fight because Kell Brook is a boxer, but he was willing to be great.
Right.
And beat the fight out of Kell Brook. You had to, because he's a skilled boxer. He's going to sit on the outside and land his right hand, his jab. He's real sharp. So, I don't know if he's going to be able to just go all the way back to boxing. But he's a good boxer. So.
Thank you so much, Shakur.
Crawford Kell Brook fight may happen. Seeing if that fight does materialize, how do you think that fight would play out? You know,
I think Bud wins, and I like Kell Brook as a fighter. I think Kell hasn't been the same since, like I said, like those two wars, the Golovkin fight and the Errol fight. You know what I mean? And then people, it's like one of those things. You know, boxing crazy, bro. You know, like I feel like even I was rock with Bud, even if he didn't say he didn't have those wars there, but like. With the fact, you know what I'm saying, facts are facts. So it's like with those things people are going to also try to put in, if they fight at 147, what they first thing going to say if Bud walks through him, oh, he was weight drained and things like that, and yeah. So you always got to look at stuff like that too, but you know what I mean? But if you ask me, I wanted to see Bud and Sean. You know what I mean? Because Sean, like I said, Sean gives everybody the toughest fight, man. I'm telling you, especially when it's like a high level fight.
Yeah.
Sean, you know what I'm saying, he's gonna bring the dog out. You know what I mean? So it's like, you know, I want to see Sean Porter, Terence Crawford fight. You know what I'm saying? Just because I know it'll be an entertaining fight. You know what I mean? Sean is always hungry, regardless of what you may think of him or say about him. Sean, you know what I'm saying? He'll make you fight from bell to bell. So I would rather see that fight, but you know, like I said, Kell Brook, and Bud is not a bad fight. But I think, like I said, I think a Porter Crawford fight would be a more exciting matchup.
You dropped a bomb on me that your brother had sparred Kell Brook. How did he look heading into Saturday?
Oh man, I mean, Kell Brook's going into one of the biggest fights of his life, you know. So it was just a chess match. Kell Brook's ready to go, man. But you know,
did he look prime, like the prime Kell Brook?
He looked ready to go, man. And I mean, my brother, he's sharp too. So it was a very good chess match, back and forth. And you know, like I said, we're coming. And whether you're ready for it or not, you know we're coming.
Crawford Brook, how do you see that fight playing out?
Crawford is the pound for pound #1 for a reason, and I see him also getting a dominant victory.
Crawford, his timing was so on point. I mean, like, what a great fight he was, technician. And I'll always, look, I'm not a hater in any way. Look, even though the fight went the way it did, but I just think his timing was amazing, and just everything about the game plan he had for the fight. I mean, he's a brilliant fighter. You cannot take that away from him. And if he was to fight any welterweight, being Manny Pacquiao, being Errol Spence, being even Floyd Mayweather, I think Crawford would beat a lot of them, maybe all of them. Even and the only fight I would say for him would be a good fight technically would be someone like Mayweather. But I really think he would beat Mayweather as well.
Did you get any kind of sparring or work alongside Terence Crawford?
No, I didn't, unfortunately. He was already booked with the sparring. But obviously I sparred Maurice, so that's a good experience itself.
Did you get to see him work enough to pick up a few things from him?
Oh yeah, he was even like telling me how because he dropped someone in sparring, and he came up to me, he's like, I just did this,
He dropped somebody in sparring?
He dropped someone in sparring. He just came up to me real quick, like, you know, like nothing, just, I just did this, hey, just be careful on the lookout, you know, and just go pointer. So I'm like, oh shit. So,
he's fighting Kell Brook. November 14th. What do you mean? November 14th. November? It's like 2 weeks away. What do you think's gonna happen there?
I think Crawford should stop him in the 8th or 9th.
Yeah.
The big fight, Crawford versus Brook.
Oh.
Is Brook gonna make this a good one? You know, some people are questioning how much he's got left after the Spence and Golovkin fight.
Well, he has everything to gain and nothing to lose. Okay, so he's in a situation that's beneficial to him. Okay, but Crawford got everything to lose and nothing to gain by fighting Brook, right? So it's a weird situation, but I think Brook wins the fight.
Wow. Going out on a limb.
I think Brook wins the fight. I mean, not Brook. I think Crawford wins the fight.
Okay. Yeah.
Sorry. Crawford wins the fight. He's got too much riding on this fight for him to give it away to Brook. Okay? Brook is a good boxer. I liked Brook before he got beat by Triple G and Errol Spence. I liked him. I thought he was a hell of a talent. But I just think that both eye sockets being broken has changed his mentality of the sport. And he won't go in like he would before it happened. So I think that changed him somehow. Okay, because things happen, dramatic experience happens to you like in life. Something dramatic happens to you in life, you become a little sensitive. You might get hit by a car, right? Now when you walk the street, you might be a little bit apprehensive. And that's the same exact thing that happened with breaking 2 eye sockets. I think it's a little apprehensive, and I think Crawford could take advantage of that.
Brook has said in just the last couple of days, I'm going to knock him out or make him quit. Do you like that energy coming from him?
I think it's good talk.
Right.
Okay, but this is what tells me. This fight was done on what, 6 weeks notice or something like that?
It got announced 6 to 8 fairly quick. Yeah, about 8 weeks or so.
I don't know what the truth is. I heard his trainer won't be in a corner with him because he felt that it needed more time to fight a guy like Crawford. So I'm questioning the conditioning. I'm questioning the mental ready, which is more important, the mental ready of this fighter because going into the ring. So the idea is how much will Kell Brook have going into the ring psychologically? Because getting ready for Crawford is a different animal. Okay, a man that's switched righty and lefty. He can fight from different angles. He knows more about boxing than most fighters do. So good luck, Kell Brook. I don't think you'll pull the upset off, but I think it'll be a credible fight.